Hey guys, Gray here with another Destiny 2 video. Today we have the weekly blog update from Bungie. This week at Bungie, the TWAB. We all know what it is. It comes every Thursday. And you're here, and I'm just going to read through it. So if this information helps you out, drop a like below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me. It really helps me out. But I won't waste your time. We'll dive right into this blog. It's not a big one this week, but we have some interesting things to go over. So I'm just going to read right through it, and we can kind of talk about it together. So starting off, they say, this week at Bungie, a new bunker was discovered. Doors, once hidden, open on the lunar surface, revealing another Seraph bunker in Rasputin's network. Guardians have begun exploring it to see what upgrades lie within. And if you're up for the challenge, there are also new legendary lost sectors available and new weapons to get your hands on. That's not all. Lord Saladin is at the tower and has a new bow for you to earn, along with several opportunities for pinnacle drops. On top of all of that, Week 3 of Trials of Osiris begins tomorrow. What map do you think will be the featured this week? I can't wait to see what map it's going to be. I'm thinking it's going to be either Cauldron or Exodus Blue, but it might not be. I heard rumors that they're going to be cycling the new maps in every other week, so we might get something we already know, something more popular. I'm messing around with some of the Seraph bunkers, some of the Seraph weapons on the moon. I'm going to be doing some builds with those, so keep your eyes out for those. The Warmind cells are actually pretty crazy. But moving on, we have some information about world drops. They say there were several armor sets added to the Engram loot pool with Season of the Worthy. We saw a lot of feedback that while you were excited to see your favorite armors from the past, the fact that none of them had seasonal mods was extremely disappointing. I completely agree. I mean, there's some really cool armor sets. They added back all the faction armor, but they all dropped without season mod slots, and it was kind of lame. But they say, good news, we're adding seasonal mod slots to these sets in an update next month. The 3 faction sets will get Season of the Worthy mod slots, and the rest of the armor will get either Season of the Dawn or Season of the Undying mod slots. So that's kind of nice. They say the Season of the Dawn mod slots are being added to the Dead End Cure, the Retrograde TG2, Hyro Camo, Road Complex AA1, Devastation Complex, and High-Minded Complex. So those are all the ones that are going to get the Season of the Dawn mod slot. The Season of the Undying mod slot, which is the Shadowkeep season, so those will only be able to have Undying and Dawn, not the current season. But that's going to be the Red Moon Phantom, the Mimetic Savior, Thorium Holt, Tangled Web, the Prodigal set, the Frumious set, Noble Constant Type 2, Ego Talon 4, Errant Knight, Carrick Type 2, and Philomath. Sorry, that's a long list of armor sets you may or may not know, but they're all for different classes. You might like some of them. Either way, it's nice that they're all going to be getting those seasonal mod slots added. That just makes the world drops better, because sometimes even I'm sitting here like, man, I really need a Season of the Dawn piece, an arc piece, and then it'll get a world drop and it won't have the slot, which is super disappointing. So that'll be a nice change. That'll probably come in the update in April, I'm assuming. At the end, they say all of these sets will be able to use seasonal mods from the seasons before and after the seasons they are designated above. That's how they all work now. You can use the mods from the previous and future seasons, as well as the current one that it drops in. So moving on, they have the fixings. They say we are currently targeting Tuesday, March 31st to deploy hotfix 2.8.0.2. The main target of this update will be the issue affecting Trials of Osiris challenges not being reset properly. Here's a quick preview of other fixes coming in this update. They say they fixed an issue where upgrades on the season pass were only unlocked for one character, so that's good. Fixed an issue where the first weekly clear of a legendary lost sector would not award a powerful drop. That's kind of lame if you have that buff from the bunker. They say fixed an issue with Raiju's harness that allowed players to hold Whirlwind Guard indefinitely. That's cool, because I really want to try out that exotic. It looks really sweet. I've been wanting to get my hands on it, but it's been disabled. So hopefully that looks like it'll get fixed next week. They say fixed an issue where Titan Season Pass arms ornaments would block first-person view. It was a bug with, I think, the Wish Ender bow. When you drew it back, the arms would actually block your field of view. It was hilarious. They say Season Pass, SMG, and Shotgun will now create Warmind cells with Season Pass ornaments equipped. That was a weird bug. The ornaments were making it not count as a Seraph weapon. They say fixed an issue where Sentinel Titans were able to extend Sentinel Shield or Banner Shield by suppressing themselves. I didn't know about that. That's crazy. They fixed an issue where players were not getting the correct amount of planetary materials from bunker upgrades. So it looks like we're getting some nice bug fixes, but they go on to say, aside from the fixes in this update, we're also continuing to investigate disconnects, crashes, and error codes being reported since 2.0 was released. They say currently we are seeing elevated disconnects from the tower on all platforms, but disconnects from other activities seem PC specific. That's interesting. There's been a ton of crashes and bugs and disconnects, and it is so frustrating when you're trying to play like Trials and it just counts as a loss just because you happen to get disconnected. It's super lame. So hopefully they can get a fix on that. I totally understand that most of Bungie's office is working from home. It's probably really difficult to fix some of these more server-side problems that they need to be in the studio for. So we're just going to have to bide our time and wait until they can get back and get things up and running. But they say the fix we deployed has appeared to resolve the crashes affecting Gambit, but didn't help with other disconnects. We have made additional attempts at fixing disconnects that haven't resulted in a decline in error codes and are continuing to work on new fixes for elevated beaver, beetle, anteater, and rabbit errors. We'll give you more information as soon as we can. So that's good to know. They're working on it. They're doing what they can. Like I said, it'll probably be a little while before all of those issues go away. But moving on, we have Twitch Prime Rewards. I think the new Twitch Prime Rewards went live today. That's probably what this is. This is the April rewards have come out for the month. Obviously, the month of April. They dropped a couple days early, but I'll put the picture up here. You can see what's available with the Twitch Prime loot. There's the Prometheus Lens exotic weapon, the Eye of Osiris ornament for the Prometheus Lens, so you kind of get the best of both worlds out of that gun. It's a pretty sweet gun. If you don't have it, this is a nice incentive to get some things if you're a new player or returning player who missed out. There's the Tyrant Shell exotic ghost shell and the Fleet Ska 9 legendary ship. So those are nice to grab if you have Twitch Prime. I mean, you get them for free, so you might as well snag them. Well, not free. It's included with your Twitch Prime, but you can get a free trial if you want to pick these things up. They go on to talk about a couple more issues the player support team is tracking right now. The Trials weekly challenge reset time. Let's talk about this. They say last weekend, Destiny player support noticed an increase in reports about players not receiving powerful rewards from their 3rd, 5th, or 7th Trials of Osiris win. It was a big problem. They say upon investigation, the team discovered an error in the weekly reset time. What was going on is that instead of people's milestones resetting on the Friday reset when Trials comes up, they weren't resetting until late Saturday night. It's very strange. It says right here, Trials of Osiris weekly challenges will unlock at 5 p.m. PDT on Saturdays. At this time, rewards are expected to be reset for players who have been impacted, and rewards will be granted when players reach 3, 5, or 7 wins. In a future patch, it will be fixed to the Friday daily reset. Like I said, it's probably something they can't do much about not being in the studio, so we're going to have to wait until they can fix that. But it's worth keeping in mind that you might want to wait until Saturday night if one of your characters is affected by this bug. Wait for the reset so you can get the most out of your Trials runs. If you're going to play Trials all weekend, it's not really going to matter. You can get your tokens Friday night and Saturday night go and get your rewards. But going on, they also say the Season of the Worthy Seal is having some problems. They say, we have noticed that players have been trying unsuccessfully to unlock a hidden triumph in the Season of the Worthy Almighty Seal when meeting the requirements. This triumph is not currently available to unlock, but will be so in late April. So that's good to know. It's just a hidden triumph we don't have access to yet. And they say Rasputin bunker bounties. With the Moon bunker now unlocked, Destiny player support noticed some confusion about the bounties Rasputin offered. Weekly and daily Rasputin bounties are only available on the destination where the weekly challenge is active. So if you didn't know, there's a weekly challenge that rotates through all of the Rasputin bunkers. Up until now, it's only been the EDZ because that's the only one we had access to. But now that the Moon bunker is active, I assume it's going to toggle back and forth between the two. And when the IO bunker unlocks, I'm sure it'll go between the three. Every week it rotates to a different one. So you need to go there to pick up your bounties so you can farm your Warmind bits and stuff. There's a few more issues they want to talk about. They say some players may not receive progress on Crucible and Iron Banner quests and bounties. These are caused by connection issues, and continuing to play will progress these objectives. So if it's happening to you, just keep on playing. It'll eventually either catch up or start to earn progress again. It's a little frustrating. That bug's been in the game for a long time, but I think there's a lot of connection problems right now, and it's making some of these bugs flare up again. They say Rasputin's daily Seraph weapon can only be claimed on the character players were on when rank 92 of the season pass was unlocked. This cannot be claimed on other characters. So you need to keep that in mind. Whichever character you claim your season pass rewards on will be the only one that has access for now. The Lost Classics Rasputin bounty does not count Crucible matches in the Classic Mix playlist. That's pretty funny, but hopefully they'll be able to fix that soon. But then they have their movies of the week, the honorable mentions and things like that. But they end the blog by saying, we got new stuff to do on the Moon and in the Iron Banner this week. Next week, we'll have an infamy bonus for anyone who wants to play some Gambit. Cosmo goes on to say he had his first flawless Trials run last weekend, might have to go for it again this weekend since the map is going to be redacted. So they're kind of teasing us there. We'll have to wait till tomorrow to see what the map is going to be. But that's going to do it for the blog this week, guys. I tried to go through it as quick as I could. Nothing major in here. The armor changes should be a nice little benefit to have. But other than that, that's going to sum it all up. So thank you for stopping by. Like I said, if this info helped you out, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. We have Trials coming back tomorrow. I think I'm going to try and do a map breakdown this week if I can. Me and my buddy have been talking about kind of going through and discussing the angles and everything available. So stay tuned for that. But thank you for stopping by. Take care.